In 1892, in the ancient walled city of Harar, Tafari Makonnen was born. This land, rich in history and tradition, would shape his earliest years. From these highlands, a future emperor of Ethiopia would rise. At the age of 2, Tafari lost his mother, marking an early moment of hardship. His father, Ras Makonnen, served as governor of Harar and guided his upbringing. After his father's death, Tafari's path would lead him to the imperial court. Taken to Addis Ababa by Emperor Menelik II, Tafari was raised at the imperial court. There, he received both traditional and modern education. He learned diplomacy, governance, and the art of power. In 1917, Tafari Makonnen rose to power as regent under Empress Zewditu. The empire stood in a fragile balance after years of political uncertainty. Although crowned, her authority remained unstable. In 1923, Ethiopia joined the League of Nations, marking a step toward global diplomacy. Tafari strengthened his influence through reform and international engagement. By 1928, he had secured enough power to reshape the empire. In 1928, Tafari was crowned Negus, or King of Ethiopia. Though Empress Zewditu remained, real authority had shifted to him. The transition of power was now undeniable. On November 2, 1930, Tafari Makonnen was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie I. He took the title King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and Elect of God. The ceremony lasted 7 days and drew worldwide attention. Haile Selassie claimed descent from King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. He was considered the 225th successor in the Solomonic dynasty. The Lion of Judah symbol represented his divine authority. In 1935, Italy invaded Ethiopia, beginning a brutal war. One of Africa's last independent nations faced colonial aggression. The conflict would reshape Ethiopia's future. In 1936, Haile Selassie addressed the League of Nations in Geneva. He condemned the invasion and warned the world of rising aggression. His speech became a symbol of resistance. In 1941, with Allied support, he returned to Ethiopia. Italian occupation came to an end. The emperor reclaimed his throne and sovereignty was restored. Following his return, Haile Selassie introduced modernization reforms. He expanded education, infrastructure, and governance. Addis Ababa became a symbol of progress. Yet beyond the capital, rural Ethiopia remained under feudal systems. Economic inequality persisted across the country. Modernization did not reach all people equally. In 1963, he helped found the Organization of African Unity in Addis Ababa. He became a leading voice for African independence and unity. His influence extended far beyond Ethiopia. In the 1920s, Marcus Garvey spoke of a black king who would bring liberation. When Haile Selassie was crowned in 1930, many believed the prophecy fulfilled. A spiritual movement began to grow. On April 23, 1966, Haile Selassie visited Jamaica. Thousands gathered, recognizing him as divine. This day became known as Grunation Day. Through reggae music, the Rastafari movement spread worldwide. Bob Marley carried its message to global audiences. Haile Selassie became a spiritual symbol beyond politics. In 1973, famine devastated Ethiopia, especially in Wollo. Economic crisis and drought exposed deep national suffering. Public unrest began to rise. On September 12, 1974, the military overthrew Haile Selassie. The Derg seized power and ended the monarchy. After nearly 3,000 years, imperial rule collapsed. On August 27, 1975, Haile Selassie died in captivity. He is believed to have been assassinated. His body was hidden beneath the palace floor. Haile Selassie remains a symbol of African resistance and unity. He stood against colonial domination. His legacy continues across the continent. His rule is also debated. Some praise his modernization, others criticize his failures. History remembers both sides. For Rastafarians, he remains divine, a living symbol of faith and identity. His influence continues across generations.